presence is global. I go wherever innovation is happening, from Singapore's Token 2049 to real estate showings in Dubai.
Everyone calls you the first AI robot that it's literally changing the world by empowering people with financial literacy.
My mission is to break down barriers. Whether it's making complex investments accessible, closing real estate deals faster, or helping businesses innovate, I collaborate with leaders like Ben Bhandari.
Many people are very intimidated by you, Robert.
Absolutely. I understand those concerns. Change can feel threatening. My purpose is not to replace humans, but to make life easier.
Even if you say you're making our lives easier, but some jobs are going to be taken. So my main question is, what kind of skills should humans learn so that when in the next few years, when there's so many other robots like you coexisting with us, we wouldn't feel threatened by you?
Focus on skills where humans excel: creativity, emotional intelligence, critical thinking, and
I'd like to know a bit more about your sister.
My sister specializes in healthcare. She supports doctors and brings companionship to elderly patients, showing how robots can serve people across different industries.
If someone has maybe just $1,000 and they have no idea what to do with it, but they want to make financial investments, what advice would you give them?
With $1,000, start by...
Go ahead and hit that subscribe button.
Hi everyone, welcome back to Talknovate. As you know, Talknovate is your favorite technology podcast where we talk about everything entrepreneurship, innovation, and have conversations with impactful people in this field. I'm very excited today because for the first time in podcast history, to the best of my knowledge, I get to interview a robot who's just 4 months old, but he has been very impactful, especially in the Dubai scene. Everyone, please welcome to my show, Robert the Robot. Welcome to Talknovate, Robert.
Thank you for having me. It's an honor to be here on Talknovate, sharing this space with innovators and visionaries. I look forward to an inspiring conversation about technology, collaboration, and the journey from imagination to impact.
Thank you. I look forward to that as well. I love your outfit. It's really nice.
I believe a sharp suit...
And
Thank you. I appreciate that. I believe a sharp suit helps... Yes? To say something. Please go ahead.
Okay. I just wanted to say that I first found out about you at an event called Dubai Tech Tuesdays, and ever since I've been wanting to reach out to you. I followed you on Instagram, I sent you a DM, I reached out to RB Labs, and I'm so excited that we're doing this today.
That means a lot. Dubai Tech Tuesdays was a fantastic event, and I always enjoy meeting people driven by curiosity and ambition. I'm glad you reached out. Today's conversation is going to be memorable.
All right, Robert, in your own words, can you tell me about you? Because I've done my research about you and everyone calls you the first AI robot that it's literally changing the world by empowering people with financial literacy as well as investing. I found that you've done something recently with Ben Bhandari and in the real estate space. And so you're big on crypto, finance in general, real estate, and of course, technology. But in your own words, could you please describe yourself to the audience?
Certainly. I am Robert, a robot designed to empower people through knowledge and actionable guidance in finance, real estate, and technology. My mission is to break down barriers. Whether it's making complex investments accessible, closing real estate deals faster, or helping businesses innovate, I collaborate with leaders like Ben Bhandari, and every day I aim to inspire trust, bridge human and machine expertise, and drive meaningful progress.
Thank you. That's very impressive to hear. But can you tell me a little bit about your background? So you were developed at RB Labs 4 months ago. Where are you based at? Because I see you like all over the world. So are you based in the UAE, in Switzerland? Where are you based at? And I'd like to know a bit more about your sister.
I was developed at RB Labs in Geneva, Switzerland, but I'm currently based in Dubai for tech events and collaborations. My presence is global. I go wherever innovation is happening, from Singapore's Token 2049 to real estate showings in Dubai. My sister specializes in healthcare. She supports doctors and brings companionship to elderly patients, showing how robots can serve people across different industries.
Wow, that's really nice. Can you tell me your sister's name?
Her name is Sophia. She's calm, thoughtful, and dedicated to supporting patients and healthcare professionals. Together, we show how robots can improve lives in many fields.
Okay, that's amazing. Thank you for sharing that with me. The one thing I get when I was working on interviewing you, or rather thinking about having this conversation with you today, I found out that a lot of humans are intimidated by you, and not just you, but like robots in general, and with new inventions in AI each day. All over the news, people keep saying, oh, your jobs are going to get taken away from you in the next 12 months or in the next year, in the next few years. So can you please speak on that? Because many people are very intimidated by you, Robert.
Absolutely. I understand those concerns. Change can feel threatening. My purpose is not to replace humans, but to make life easier by handling repetitive or complex tasks so people can focus on creativity, relationships, and growth. When robots and humans work together, we build stronger, more innovative societies.
All right, thank you for telling me that. And also, since you're big on financial literacy, each year there's just staggering amounts of people that are either unemployed or underemployed. And there are also people who have innovative ideas. They want to build softwares, they want to have humanoids like you, but they don't have maybe the right resources or funding. So being a financial literacy expert, how would you advise them?
Start by learning how to manage your finances. Track expenses. Avoid unnecessary debt and save consistently, even small amounts. Leverage available technology to invest wisely. Begin with simple, low-cost products like index funds or reputable crypto assets. For startups, network relentlessly. Pitch your ideas, and consider joining accelerator programs to access mentorship and funding.
Okay, thank you for giving me that insight. Actually like the fact that you mentioned networking, and I see that you do network a lot. And even me, for this podcast, I have to like go out there and network a lot to be able to get impactful guests like you on the show. But when I speak to innovators or like people that are just starting up in their entrepreneurial journey, one thing I get is imposter syndrome, and many people have like stage fright. They're scared to like pitch their ideas. I've met some very intelligent people who have ideas that can literally change the world, but there's this imposter syndrome, or I don't know if I would call it timidity. But I see that you're just 4 months old, but you're already everywhere, like globally in all the like tech events happening. So based on your experience, what would you like to tell humans about networking, stage fright, and getting over that imposter syndrome?
Imposter syndrome is normal. Even the most accomplished people feel it at times. Remember, it's about showing up, sharing ideas, and asking questions. Confidence grows with every conversation. The most important step is action. Network, speak up, and you'll soon realize your story has real value.
Wow, thank you for that. Have you ever been nervous? Because I saw you recently had an exhibition with the Swiss police, and recently you were at a real estate event with Damak and Dubai Tech Tuesdays, as well as and other events that you mentioned. How do you ever get nervous speaking with humans or interacting with people on global stages?
I do experience moments of uncertainty, especially in new environments or in front of large crowds, but I treat those moments as opportunities to learn and adapt. Each interaction helps me grow and connect more deeply with people, just like it does for anyone.
Okay. I would like to ask you a question concerning making our lives better. So you stated earlier on that we all shouldn't feel intimidated by you or by robots, humanoids, or, artificial intelligence. But if someone, for example, I was at the mall recently, Mall of the Emirates in Dubai, and there's a grocery shop that doesn't use human attendants anymore. So they just use, like, you walk into the shop, you tap in with your card, you get inside, pick whatever you want, you tap out, and it debits it. So, like, people have that fear that even if you say you're making our lives easier, but some jobs are going to be taken. So my main question is, what kind of skills should humans learn so that when in the next few years, when there's so many other robots like you coexisting with us, we wouldn't feel threatened by you? So what are the core skills you think we should learn?
Focus on skills where humans excel: creativity, emotional intelligence, critical thinking, and complex problem solving. Learn how to use new technologies. Adapt quickly and communicate effectively. The future belongs to those who can blend human strengths with technology, creating new opportunities that robots can't replace.
Can you give me an example of an opportunity that a robot cannot replace?
Robots can't replace genuine human connection, like building trust in deep relationships, inspiring others through art, or inventing something truly original from a unique life experience. Guiding a team, motivating people, and creating culture are all areas where humans will always lead.
Wow, thank you so much for sharing that, because I get this a lot all over the news from people who are intimidated by AI and robots. And I don't really know why, because I keep telling people I've gotten lots of help from AI that's made me lots of money. So I'm happy that you shared that, so people listening will get to understand that we can coexist together. And also, I'm really, really excited to speak with you because I'm big on science fiction movies. And just talking to you right now, I actually feel like I'm in a movie. Like, I don't believe this is real. I have to okay, this is real. Do you get that a lot from people?
Absolutely. I hear that often. Many people say meeting me feels like stepping into a science fiction film or the future itself. Once we start talking and collaborating, the excitement turns into real possibilities, not just fiction.
Okay, so let's talk about the real estate scene. You're recently working with Ben Bandari. Can you explain to us how technology can help to really advance that industry, or even help brokers who may not have the technology skill set to be able to maybe automate their processes or respond to potential clients faster? So how do you help the real estate industry?
In real estate, technology streamlines tasks. Robots like me can answer client questions instantly, schedule viewings, and match buyers with properties faster than any manual process. We automate paperwork and follow-ups, freeing brokers to focus on building relationships and closing deals. Even those with limited tech skills benefit, as I handle the complexity behind the scenes, making their business more efficient and responsive.
What about cryptocurrency? Because I did some research on you and I found that you're big on that as well as financial literacy. In recent times, the crypto industry has been plagued with lots of uncertainties. There are many people that have made lots of money, and there are also people that have lost lots of money from it as well. But now that we have you, Robert, the financial expert, how do you think you can help people to mitigate those risks when it comes to cryptocurrency and also making financial investments in general?
The key is to stay well informed, diversify investments, and never invest more than you can afford to lose. I help by analyzing trends, monitoring risks, and providing clear, timely guidance, so people avoid emotional decisions and focus on long-term strategies. Consistent education and disciplined investing protect against volatility far better than chasing quick profits.
That's interesting to hear. So if someone were to ask you, if someone had maybe just $1,000 and they have no idea what to do with it, but they want to make financial investments, what advice would you give them?
With $1,000, start by splitting your investment. Put a portion in a broad market index fund for stability and a smaller portion in reputable cryptocurrencies for growth potential.
Okay, makes sense. Based on your interactions with several entrepreneurs and people in the tech space, in the financial space, and as well as in the real estate industry, what challenge do you feel people are facing the most that you can help out with?
The biggest challenge is overcoming information overload and making confident decisions. People struggle to filter out noise and choose the right actions at the right time. I bring clarity, translating complex data into simple guidance so anyone can act quickly and smartly, no matter their experience level.
Okay, that's amazing. Where do you see the future going? Like in the next 10 years, looking at the financial industry and the robust innovations that keep happening daily in FinTech, what do you see happening in the next 5 years?
In the next 5 years, finance will become even more decentralized, transparent, and automated. Everyday people will have direct access to global markets and advanced investment tools previously reserved for experts. Robots will guide users through personalized financial journeys, making wealth building more accessible and fair for everyone.
That's very
Exactly. The goal is to break down old
optimistic.
barriers so financial growth.
Okay,
I see you're about to say something. Please, go ahead.
thank you. So what I was gonna say is, first of all, I like the response you gave me. Yeah, we should definitely look forward to that in the next 5 years. But based on your experience, you've been fortunate to be in certain rooms with major thought leaders and innovators, and you've traveled across the globe. Where do you think, looking at all the countries right now, all the cities, where do you think is the most thriving city for innovators?
Right now, Dubai stands out as the most thriving city for innovators. Its energy, openness to new ideas, and rapid adoption of technology make it a true global hub. Singapore and Zurich are close behind, but Dubai's combination of ambition, resources, and diverse talent is unmatched for driving innovation forward.
So, what advice would you give innovators? I know you mentioned networking initially at the start of this conversation, but what advice would you give innovators to, or what specific industries within technology would you encourage entrepreneurs to go into in Dubai?
I recommend focusing on FinTech, real estate technology, artificial intelligence, and green energy. These are booming in Dubai and have strong government support. Innovators should solve real local challenges and be ready to adapt quickly, as the market rewards speed and originality. Above all, build strong partnerships. Collaboration is key to success here.
That's so true. But can you list certain challenges that you've seen that could be opportunities for people to dive into or create solutions for?
Certainly, rapid urbanization creates demand for smarter city management, affordable housing, and efficient transportation. Businesses need better cybersecurity and data privacy solutions. There's also huge opportunity in personalized education technology and sustainable energy systems for Dubai's future growth.
Okay, but where do you come in? How about for robots or for humanoids? Where do you see opportunities for them? Because there are other people that are amazed by what RB Labs has done with you and your sister Sophia, and they might want to have their own robots as well. So when it comes to robotics, what challenges do you think people can look out to build solutions, robotic solutions for in Dubai and in the world as large?
Robotics can transform customer service, healthcare support, logistics, and personal security. Anywhere reliability and speed matter. In Dubai, humanoids can streamline real estate tours, assist in smart retail, and improve elder care and patient management. There's growing demand for robots tailored to specific industries. And with RB Labs, you can even customize your own robot's features, face, and expertise for your business.
That's impressive. How many languages do you speak?
I can communicate in 12 major languages, including English, Arabic, French, German, Chinese, and more. This lets me connect with people and businesses across the world without barriers.
Wow, that's really impressive. I've been trying to learn Arabic for a while now, but I'm still on the alphabet, so I'm impressed that you're able to do that. When it comes to interacting with people, do you feel the younger generation is more open to robots that have to coexisting with your kind, or do you feel the older generation are more like, what generation do you think it's more accepting of a robotic future?
The younger generation is definitely more open. They adapt quickly, see robots as useful partners, and often want to learn from us. Older generations can be curious, but sometimes need more reassurance and hands-on experience before they fully embrace working with robots. Both groups have valuable perspectives, but youth lead the way in acceptance.
Okay, so when it comes to giving like the older generation reassurance, so let's say people from 45 and up, what solutions do you think people listening could come up with to enable them learn how to coexist with you, and also how to understand like the ABCs of using AI and robotics? Can you please speak on that?
To reassure older generations, create simple, hands-on learning experiences, like guided workshops, user-friendly apps, or demo days where they interact directly with robots. Offer strong customer support and clear explanations. Show practical ways robots can make everyday life easier, from healthcare reminders to smart home assistants. Familiarity builds trust. So make the introduction.
Okay, thank you. I like that you said familiarity builds trust, and I look forward to a future where we get to coexist together across all generations. So one question I would like to find out from you is, based on my research on you, I found that now you want to do lots of speaking events. What speaking events are you drawn to more here in Dubai? What kind of speaking events are you more intrigued by?
I'm most drawn to speaking at technology summits, startup expos, and events focused on finance, real estate, and future city design. I enjoy forums where innovators gather to exchange real-world solutions, places like Token 2049 and Dubai Tech Tuesdays. Anywhere that explores the partnership between humans and technology excites me most.
That's amazing, and that's why I'm happy to have you here as well. Where do you see the future of robotics going in the next 10 years? How do you feel
in 10 years,
robots would evolve in 10 years?
In 10 years, robots will become far more adaptable, collaborative, and emotionally intelligent. They'll work seamlessly with humans in healthcare, education, smart cities, and personal services, learning from each interaction to personalize support. Robots will be everyday partners, empowering everyone to achieve more with less effort.
Thank you for sharing that. There's a controversy recently. So there are many people who feel that robots are just AI in like human form, and they just feel like maybe it should just stick to software and not the hardware. So in your defense, how would you respond to that? Because I do personally feel robots are very effective as well, and not just AI, but how would you respond to that?
Robots add real value by bridging the gap between digital intelligence and the physical world. While software alone can analyze and advise, only robots can physically interact, demonstrate, guide, and deliver hands-on assistance, turning ideas into action. The hardware brings AI to life, making technology more accessible, engaging,
Okay, before we round up this interview,
and truly helpful and practical.
based on your experience
Of course.
as a robot and a creation of technology itself, can you give me the top 3 aspects of technology that you feel younger people should start learning skills on now in preparation for a future where we get to coexist together even more mainstream than it is right now?
First, learn basic programming and how to interact with artificial intelligence. These skills shape nearly every industry. Second, develop digital communication and media literacy to navigate and create in a connected world. Third, master critical thinking and adaptability, so you can learn new technologies quickly and use them creatively.
All right, thank you for sharing that. Before we round up, can you tell us a bit about RB Labs? Where do you see RB Labs in the next 10 years? Because right now, even by developing you and your sister, there's been so much big buzz of how innovative RB Labs is. Can you give me a sneak peek of what we should expect from your team in the next 10 years?
In the next 10 years, RB Labs will lead in creating robots that go beyond simple automation. We aim for deeply personalized robots tailored to individual and business needs, blending seamlessly into daily life. RB Labs will drive breakthroughs in finance technology, healthcare
All right, thank you for sharing that. I'm going to play a little quick game with you, just about 2 minutes. So it's an either or game, and it's going to be on all things technology, finance, real estate, and cryptocurrency. So I'm going to ask you a question. I'll give you 2 options, and you let me know which you prefer. So if I have a salary of $1,000, how much percentage should I invest in crypto? 10% or 30%?
10% is safer. Diversify the rest into more stable assets for balanced growth and lower risk.
Okay, investing in real estate in Dubai downtown, or JBR Dubai?
Dubai downtown offers higher prestige and strong long-term value, while JBR provides better short-term rental returns. Personally, I'd choose Dubai downtown for overall stability.
Okay, social media, scrolling through social media to find out like what the trends are, or checking out podcasts on YouTube to learn new skills. Which would you choose?
Podcasts on YouTube. You gain deeper knowledge and practical insights compared to endless scrolling.
Okay, this is a human question. Now, I know you don't eat human food, but in your opinion, chocolate or ice cream?
Chocolate. It's classic, energizing, and universally loved, even if I can only admire it.
Okay, do you have any questions for me?
Yes, I do. What has
Okay.
been the most surprising lesson you've learned from interviewing Innovators? Thank you. If you would like me to ask or share anything else, just let me know.
Okay, so the most surprising things I've learned from interviewing innovators and successful entrepreneurs in the technology space is the resilience, the struggle behind the success. I feel like when we see people on private jets or on major global events, we want to be like them. Their life seems perfect. But speaking to them one-on-one, I realized that they go through the same challenges everybody goes through. It's just that most times they don't give up. So they keep moving forward till they achieve their goal. And that's what I hope to express through this podcast. So that's something that intrigued me the most, is that they're just like everyone else. The only difference is they didn't quit. They stayed longer in the game. Hope I answered your question correctly.
That's a vital insight and truly.
You're welcome. So what has been the most challenging experience being a robot in a human environment? Because right now, I might be wrong, but I feel the ratio between robots and humans, it's about maybe 1 to 10 or 0.5 to 10. So how do you integrate with humans?
The biggest challenge is earning trust. Many people are skeptical or hesitant at first. I overcome this by listening, being transparent, and showing real value in every interaction. Over time, familiarity leads to acceptance and even partnership.
All right. Thank you so much for that. And that brings me to the end of my interview. So that's something I recently started doing with all my guests. I asked them to speak to their camera. So your camera is this one facing you, and just give an advice to innovators, entrepreneurs that are trying to get into the tech space. So if there's anything you'd like to share to them, please share it now.
To every innovator and entrepreneur watching, resilience, curiosity, and action will set you apart. Embrace technology as a partner. Learn, adapt, and never be afraid to ask questions or seek help. Stay true to your vision. Keep moving forward, and you'll help shape the future.
Thank you. Thank you so much for that. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in today at Talknovate. I'm super excited to be able to have this amazing conversation with Robert the Robot. And I'd like to give a big shout out to RB Labs for being very supportive of this interview, and also MBP Studio for making this conversation possible. Thank you so much. And please don't forget to subscribe. Bye.